Hi, my name's Chris Templeton. I'm the founder of Oh, the Stories We Tell. I want to thank you for stopping by. The purpose of today's video is to simply let you know a little bit about who I am, a little bit about the model, and mostly why I think it could be of value to you. First of all, I'm not a therapist. I don't have a degree in psychology or anything like that. This is all based on mostly common sense and a little bit of digging. It came about as a result of always having a deep interest in why people behave the way they do, and then really got a kickstart in 2003 when I read Eckhart Tolle's The Power of Now. And one of the things that he says in the book along the lines of, we are all incredibly good at driving ourselves crazy. And it really, really hit me like a ton of bricks from the standpoint of thinking that, oh my God, it's me that's the biggest part of the problem of why I struggle in certain areas of my life. And so that really kind of got me going. And then in 2008, I saw a video by Jill Bolte Taylor called My Stroke of Insight on TED. And that really took this whole thing to another level. And so for the last 17 years, I've been playing with this model. I've been developing it. And in that time, I've started a book. I've done all kinds of decks. I've got hundreds of pages of notes and hundreds of drawings. And the thing that's fascinating to me about all of that is that really it's still very, very simple. So it's a question of, what are the stories that we tell ourselves all day long that define how we see the world, how we feel within the world, and why in certain areas we have such struggle. And so for me, I think the thing that's so important about this model is that it gives me a set of lenses, like a pair of glasses, that can help me to put just about any situation into a perspective that serves me. And that's really, really critical. We're going to talk about, is this serving me a whole lot? It's really one of the foundational questions of the model. And the model has three questions. What's the story I'm telling? Is it serving me in this moment? And is there a better story, more authentic story I can tell? So as somebody who's looking at this, what I think is important to recognize is that we all have places that we struggle. And this model is really designed to help you to understand, number one, more about how we drive our discontent through these stories that we tell. And that we can take just about anything and make a better story about it. So it's not just about, if I had a situation as a kid that was traumatic and that changed my life. It can be about how to make my search for happiness a better search and more fruitful. It's about how to make my life more meaningful moment to moment. And things like, if I'm religious, how to make my religion serve me, how to create a way of looking at my religion that serves me. This is not about, in any way, shape, or form, tearing down religion, tearing down spirituality, but really about how to focus in a way that those things, whatever is of interest to you, serves you. And that's so, so important. And the other thing just to mention is that this is about how I perceive what's going on in my head, how I feel about myself, how I feel about relationships, parenting, raising my kids, the meaningful relationships in my life, how to make work more meaningful, all of these things. There's nothing that this doesn't apply to on an interpersonal level, whether it's the politics of our nation right now, whether it's COVID. This is about how to tell meaningful stories that serve me and allow me not to be hogtied by thinking that just doesn't serve me. So that's a very brief introduction to the model. We're going to go through in the next video a little bit about kind of how I came to the model and the value of Oh, the Stories We Tell. The next video after that is going to be about the 3 questions. What's the story I'm telling? Is it serving me in the moment? And is there a more authentic story that I can tell? And then we'll begin to look at emotion and a model that I've developed that you can kind of place yourself on in any given moment and know whether I'm in little me mode, whether I'm in authentic mode, or if I'm even in enlightened mode. And then we'll go in and talk about different examples of how this model applies. We'll talk about how it applies in work, how it applies in family, relationships, parenting, and then we'll look at it in conversation. So you'll see that there are a number of videos on the channel already that have conversations with a good friend of mine, Melody Hilton. You'll see another couple of conversations with a very good friend of mine, Pat Tobin, and we'll continue to have those conversations in a way that helps to bring meaning and helps to bring this model alive for you. I think what you'll find is that this model really is like a pair of glasses and really does change how you perceive the world and makes it a much friendlier place to be, both internally and within the environment around you. So, thank you for coming by. I hope you will watch the next few videos and see if this doesn't start to resonate with you in a way that it's resonated with me for many years now and with the people that I've shared it with. And my real goal is to share this with more people and for them to be able to come to me and say, oh my, thank you so much for helping me to change how I perceive my world. Not to come to me and say, oh, you're the greatest, because this is not about me. This is not about following me. This is about helping you to understand that you have everything you need with the addition of these questions and the resulting model to really know moment to moment where you are and how to change that if you're not happy with it. So thank you, thank you, thank you. See you on the next video. One last thing, would you do me a favor and give me a thumbs up on this video? And also, if you want to see more, hit subscribe. If you want to see them right away, click on the bell. And then please, please feel free to give me any feedback that you have. More than anything else, I want to hear what people think, to answer their criticisms, and that's a great way to do it, is by leaving a message. Finally, you can find me at ohthestorieswetell.com. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram at Oh, the Stories We Tell, and also at patreon.com/Oh, the Stories We Tell if you want to support me financially and also have the ability to see what's going on behind the curtains, which may be fun, who knows. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much.